for kind of something slow, a more time intensive strategy, but offering long-term benefits?
Yeah, look, I think it's about developing a very strong EVP or PVP, so people value proposition EVP. And I agree with Kevin in terms of like you have to pay and the benefits, like, okay, they have to be given, have to be straight up. I think no matter how many, I haven't looked at research in the last maybe couple of months, but no matter what research has come out over the last few years, they're still there because people, the hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy, we need security. We need to feel, we need to feel valued as well. We need to feel like that's, and that's actually interesting. You'd see that from even HubSpot talk about their EVP being growing better. And it's basically, it's about both parties growing. So you grow, we grow as a business, So I think again, it's about like they've worked that really well in because it is a business. They have to, we're organizations, we're business. Even if we're a charity, we're trying to achieve something with the charity. We're trying to, we have KPIs and objectives. So I think, look, what I would say is about just taking the time to do it. So some people have EVPs, some people or PVPs, some people might not have them online in terms of who's listening. If you have it, it doesn't get done and left there. Okay. So I think it's about seeing it as a constant piece of work. And the biggest thing I would say is you need to be doing this as a leadership team. Okay. Yeah. So it's about the people department, and I'm sure Brendan is even better talk about this in terms of your role, working with the C-suite, working with the team at the top to really understand what the business objectives are. So we're doing everything together. We're not just in a silo, working on an EVP, working on an employer brand, and coming back and saying, ta-da, here we are. That's not what we're trying to do. Everything should be interwoven together. They should be all aligned together. This is why when we're talking about our business case, it shouldn't even need to happen if we're developing the culture strategy, the EVP. And again, that's slower. It takes time. Map it out. Okay, audit where you currently are, even if you have an EVP, because things are changing. The world is moving, so fast with AI, and the markets are changing, and COVID's happened. People are, like there's so much that's happened. So you constantly have to keep on top of it and refresh and look at it, just like you would a value proposition for your customers. Why do people buy from us? Why do people come and work for us? So attraction, but then retention. We want to retain these good people. It costs a lot less to retain them. We want to keep them. We want to get them to train other people. We want them to stay. We want them to grow. We want us to grow. So I think for me, it's really, stepping back and thinking about how have you developed your current EVP if it's there, then looking, saying, is it robust? Do we need to change it? Are we sitting down? Have we got a cultural strategy? Is that in line with the 3-year business strategy, with the vision of the company, with the culture of the company, with the purpose of the country, with the company, with the strategic objectives of the company, which again, people should be such a big part of that. So for me, it needs to be interwoven into it. And we really need to think about it. An EVP isn't real until people say it, feel it, and act on it. It's not real otherwise. Like that has to happen. And to build on Brendan's point about, I love that, like having those moments of stopping and explaining what employer branding is. I do this thing where it's head, heart, hands. You have to make sure people understand, get in, just really let people understand, educate people, then be able to get into their hearts, win their hearts with what we're talking about, get them, because then they'll do that content creation, then they'll stay, then they'll do the referrals, and then give their hands. So equip them with the resources that they need, everybody, to do what they can to help, because it's everybody's job in terms of having a cultural led company. So for me, it's maybe taking a breath, looking at how purposeful and considered you've been in building your internal brand.
Yeah, Gillian, that's a great point. And I love the head, heart, hands thing. I think that's a really good idea, because at least you're on the right track then. Like, do they understand and do they have the tools needed to also do the job as well? So it's a really good one too.